All right, now let's talk about the law of cosine. So previously we have learned the law of sine. Okay, so I hope you remember those because we are going to be needing them as well in solving the angles or the missing parts of a triangle. But we are going to use law of cosine for this kind of situations here in some examples that we will talk about later. So let's first know what is a law of cosine. So it's pretty much being used up, no, more widely than the law of sine. Specifically, when we know two sides of a triangle and their included angle, the law of cosine enables us to find the third side. So thus, if we know sides A and B and their included angle, meaning we can use law of cosine, in which we can compute any side using this formula. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cos theta. So the law of cosine is an extension of the Pythagorean theorem because if theta were a right angle, we would have C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. No? So pag right angle daw, because cosine of a right angle, that is just equal to uh let's input cosine 90, so that would be equal to 0, no? If right triangle siya. But since we are talking about oblique triangles here, then na siya included angle. That's why we are going to use the um, law of cosine, no? So notice in this triangle here, let's have some examples. In the triangle here, so side EF, side E is 8 centimeters, F is equal to 10 centimeters, and we have an included angle D, which is 60 degrees. So let's redraw that triangle here. Oops. Or let's not redraw. Instead, let's make a bigger one na lang instead. Alright, sorry if it's blurry, but I'm pretty sure na you can understand naman the figure. Alright, let's try solving this using the law of cosine. Because obviously, you cannot solve this one with using the law of sine, okay? Now naman, let's try. So you have two sides. So let's use the other side, 10, all over sine. What's the angle for side F? There is none, right? So side F unknown is equal to, let's use another side. So there's no angle here. And if you use side D, so that's D over sine 60, there are two unknowns in which we cannot solve either D or either the value or the angle of F. That's why the law of cosine is pretty much very useful. Okay, so once again, in using this cosine law, we have a formula. So you have here, instead of that's c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared, but kani siya gamit niya ang sides E, F, and D. Okay, so in getting the side D, so that's d squared is equal to 10 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 10 times 8 cosine 60. Okay? So, ang palatandaan lang niyo is, kung unsa ang opposite angle niya, no? So, si D siya, di ba, side D, ang angle niya is 60 degrees. So, kung unsa ang angle, mo to yung unknown, no? If you, I hope you get what I'm saying. So, if we are going to get the value of D, then we square both sides. Therefore, by using your calculator, we get the value of D as 10 squared plus the square root of 10 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 10 times 8 cosine 60. Alright, we get 2 square root of 21 centimeters, or in decimal, that is approximately 9.1652 centimeters. All right. Now, how about if we get angles E and angles F? So, since we already have since we have already three sides, we already got side D, and we can already get the angle E and angle F. So, therefore, using side D, which is 9.1652 all over sine 60. So, using sine law na, no, is equal to, let's use another side, or yeah, ganun siya. Let's find let's find angle F. So angle F has a side of 10 over sine F. All right. So getting sine F, or getting the value of F, that would be 9.1652 sine F is equal to 10 sine 60. All right. So dividing both sides by 9.1652. So this will be value of 1. And then to get the value of F, you're going to get angle F rather, you're going to use the inverse trigonometric function. So therefore, F is equal to arc sine 10 sine 60 all over 9.1652. Therefore, F is sine 10 sine 60 all over 9.1652. Okay, so you have angle F as approximately 70.8925 Carabao. Okay, so that is in degrees. So obviously that's an angle, so that is degrees. All right, so remember that once again, oblique triangles have a total angle of 180 degrees. So you already got you already have 60 degrees as angle D and angle F as 70 degrees. Therefore, you can get what's missing is the angle E. So therefore, angle E is equal to 180 minus 60 plus 60 degrees, 70.8925 degrees. Therefore, angle E is equal to 49 point, approximately 49 point, 1075 degrees. All right, now let's go with problem number 2. So now we have the square root of 5. We also have square root of 2. Sorry, that's 5. Then square root of 2 centimeters. Then an angle, or an included angle, which is 45 degrees. So same thing. Okay, same thing. So we have to find all of the unknowns, which is side B, angle A, and angle C. Now let's find angle or side B first by using law of sine before using law of sorry let's find angle B first by using law of cosine before using law of sine to find the unknown angles. So to find it, that is B squared is equal to 5 squared plus square root of 2 squared minus 2 times 5 times square root of 2 cosine 45. Then square both sides. Therefore, B would be equal to 5 squared plus 2 Okay, B is square root or of 17 centimeters or approximately 4.1231 cm. All right, so you have side B. Okay, now let's find angle C and angle A. So to find angle A first, use 5 all over sine A. And then since we have side B, that's 4.1231. Oops, sorry. All over sine 45. Okay, so therefore, if you compute it algebraically, you get 4.1231 sine A is equal to 5 sine 45. Oh, 4.1231. 4.1231. So A is equal to the arc sine of 5 sine 45 all over 4.1231. So therefore, angle A would now be equal to, so in class, if you don't know how to do arc sine, so in your calculator, you just click shift or press shift rather, then sine. So gawa sana sa calculator is arc sine. So that would be 5 sine 45 all over 4.1231. Therefore, angle A would be 59.0225 degrees. That's approximately. All right. So you have angle A and angle C. So angle C is 45 degrees, angle A is 59 degrees. Therefore, angle B, which is the missing one, tama? Sorry, angle B is given. So angle C ang wala. All right. Angle C would be 180 minus 45, which is the angle B, plus angle A, which is 59.0225 degrees. Therefore, angle C would be 75.9775 degrees. Alright, don't forget to box your final answer. Alright, so if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask on Blackboard. I'm sorry if sometimes I'm not responsive, but I'm trying my best to cope up with you guys. So thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.